The National Bar Association, with its global initiatives, a legacy of service, a promise of justice. During the first quarter of the 20th century, 12 African American pioneers with a mutual interest in and dedication to justice and the civil rights of all helped structure the struggle of the African American race in America. The National Bar Association was founded in 1925 and is the nation's oldest and largest national network of predominantly African American attorneys and judges. It represents a network of over 60,000 lawyers, judges, law professors, legal professionals, and law students.
Justice is the constant and perpetual duty to render unto every person that which is due.
The NBA is organized around 12 law sections, 9 divisions, 12 regions, and 80 affiliate chapters throughout the United States and around the world. During its 90 years, the NBA has grown enormously in size and influence, including tackling issues of injustice here at home and abroad, solidifying the NBA as a premier voice and advocate for oppressed people around the globe. Inspired by the work of her many predecessors, President Rozier continued the rich tradition of international service, living up to the NBA's tagline, a legacy of service, a promise of justice.
I envision taking the National Bar to having a more prominent presence internationally as well as domestically. I believe that the National Bar Association is the organization that everyone should come to when we have issues with civil rights or human violations. The National Bar is the home for all the lawyers who can help with those issues and to get action taken. And so my goal was to make the National Bar the #1 organization that all the other organizations look to for the legal advice that they may need or legal actions that need to be taken.
The International Affiliates Meeting, IAM, is a major part of the National Bar Association's international goal to create an environment to help foster social, political, and economic development around the world.
I'm excited about being here and excited by the NBA and the individuals I see. African nations still have a lot of work to do to meet their full potential. Infrastructure is still poor. Governance needs further strengthening. Corruption is still crippling, and human development still lags. But on the positive aspects of Africa's growth, the challenges to sustaining progress, those members who are here, the folks in this room, and the NBA has a role to play. That's what makes me excited about this. There's roles to play. It's like
the IAM segment, established in 1991 by past NBA President Aljanita Scott Davis and Vice President Ernestine Sapp, seeks to establish professional relationships with lawyers and judges of color throughout the African diaspora and the world.
Good afternoon, I'm Kana Anasafa. I'm a recent graduate of law school from Ethiopia, now interning at a small immigration law practice here in the Silver Spring area.
In so doing, the organization forms affiliations with the local country bar associations. The NBA is in the 25th year of the IAM and have held its meetings in numerous countries. In 1991, the NBA held its first international affiliate chapters meeting in Dakar, Senegal, and Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Since then, affiliate chapter meetings have been held in London, England, South Africa, with Botswana and Zimbabwe, with Zambia, Toronto, Canada, Accra, Ghana, Bahia and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tanzania and Kenya, Israel and Jordan, London, England and Paris, France, Italy, Spain and Canary Islands, Ethiopia and Kenya, Cuba, Egypt and Dubai, Senegal and Ghana, People's Republic of China cities of Beijing and Shanghai and Hong Kong, Morocco, Paris, France, and Brussels, Belgium, Argentina, and Brazil.
Our love for Morocco and our love for Black America. It's been my honor to reintroduce some and introduce others to our homeland.
Among the topics tackled by the National Bar Association in collaboration with its global counterparts have been economic and legal advancement of women, women lawyers in the court and on the bench, microeconomics, business opportunities for women, diaspora, cultural connections in legal and human rights, neo-slavery and trafficking, tribalism and access to justice, human rights, inequality and redress, collaborative legal opportunities in the diaspora, common issues and opportunities in conflict resolution, cross-border corporate transactions, business opportunities for U.S. lawyers, legal organizations and support structures, model bar projects for community education, community and humanitarian initiatives, books for Africa, communal sports items, school supplies, and medical supplies. This administration has continued the important global mission of the National Bar Association. September 2013. In partnership with the London Society of Black Lawyers and the U.S. National Football League Players Association, the NBA co-sponsored the Race for Sports International Conference held in London, England. The focus of the conference was on promoting advocacy efforts to condemn all forms of racism and anti-Semitism in sports. The NBA is committed to increasing the networks and relationships between lawyers of color in the U.S. and Europe. October 2013. Accompanied by the Honorable Tebelelo Seretse, Ambassador to Botswana, the NBA participated in a trade and legal mission to Gaborone, Botswana, where the delegation met with the Minister of Defense, the Master of the High Court, the Attorney General, and the Director of Public Prosecution to discuss good governance, the respect for property rights, and the rule of law. NBA members were able to establish professional links with their counterparts, resulting in new business opportunities. January 2014. The NBA hosted a return trip to the Kingdom of Morocco. The occasion was the NBA's Judicial Council's midwinter meeting, led by Judge Denise Langford Morris. This trip came at the invitation of the Honorable Mustafa Fares, Chief Justice, Court of Cassation. The meeting brought together a delegation of over 150 Black judges and lawyers, the High Court of Morocco, and other distinguished notable guests to discuss judicial reform in the Kingdom and the United States. In addition, the NBA and the Kingdom of Morocco jointly celebrated the birthday of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in a moving and inspiring program held at the court. Morocco has invited the NBA to continue this collaboration. May 2014. The 2014 NBA International Affiliates Meeting was convened in Brazil and Argentina. The focus of the meeting was rethinking citizenship, equality, and inclusion. In addition to high-level meetings with country governmental officials, distinguished members of the judiciary, United States representatives to the countries, and key thought leaders and academicians, the NBA offered an outstanding CLE program on comparative studies between the legal systems in the respective countries and that of the United States. The National Bar Association continues to have a vitally important role to play in the global community. As it has been in the past, the NBA is a champion for the voiceless, the hopeless, and the helpless. Geographic boundaries should play no role in the resolve of the National Bar Association to fulfill its legacy of service and promise of justice.